For day 2, Beis Sivan, today, 3,331 years ago, God asks Moses to go up Mount Sinai, where he instructs Moses to tell the Jewish people, both men and women, the following. He says, I took them out of Egypt, and if they follow my Torah and listen to my words, v'yisem li segula, they will be for me a treasure. Vatam tiyu li mamleches kohanim, they will be for me a kingdom of priests, v'goy kodesh, and a holy nation. Moses goes down the mountain today, 3,331 years ago, and relays to the Jewish people this message from God as a preparation to receive the Torah in just 4 days. Literally 4 days. This was the first preparation instruction from God. What does it mean to be a priestly nation? What does it mean to be a holy nation? To be God's treasure? So perhaps we can understand this by recognizing any individual, an ordinary citizen, is expected to live according to the laws of the land and the letter of the law. If they don't, then we prosecute them. And if they do, then we consider them to be a citizen in good standing. However, when an ordinary citizen is voted in to become the president, let's say, of the United States, or the leader of a country, of a big company, of a congregation, we no longer expect you to live just by the letter of the law. We now expect you to behave presidentially, in a manner befitting for someone to hold the highest office of the land. The way you behaved yourself, the way you comported yourself yesterday, is no longer good enough for the standard of today, because today you are now the president of the United States. You are now the rabbi of the congregation. You are now the leader of the people. And perhaps this is what God is telling the Jewish people as a preparation for the giving of the Torah. Every single Jew, man, woman, and child should know, you are my treasure. You are a kingdom of priests, a holy nation. God chooses us and makes us. He votes us into office. He makes each and every one of us the leader, the president, the one that is now held to a higher standard, the standard of God. From now on, what was good for yesterday is no longer the same standard by which we're judged today as Jews who receive the Torah. We can no longer eat the same foods we ate yesterday. We're no longer going to be allowed to work on all of the days that we were able to work up until this point. We have new laws, we have new standards. And this is the message that Moses gives to the Jewish people as a preparation. Recognize the beauty, recognize the great benefit and blessing that Almighty God chooses me to be His treasure, His priest, His nation, to do His work, to be a light unto the world. That's God's people. Now behave like that. Recognize we can't say, well, who am I? What difference does it make? Or why should I be held to a different standard as my non-Jewish friend? Well, the answer is because we are God's priests. We are God's holy nation. We are God's treasure. This is important for us as we go about our daily life as Jews. It's a simple question to ask. Just as we ask and just as we demand this of our leaders, of our president, of our rabbis, the same thing God asks it of us. Is what I'm about to do befitting a Jew? Is it presidential? Is it befitting someone who holds the highest office of the land? As Jews, we all hold that highest office. God's army, God's people. This is the preparation, this is the relevance. Even today in 2019. It's just as relevant as it was 3,331 years ago. Each and every one of us, I have to ask myself, is what I'm about to say, about to eat, about to drink, the places I'm about to go, is that befitting for someone that hold God's special treasure. And of course, this is the exercise for today. This is the reflection of today. This is what we work on today in preparation to receive the Torah in just 4 days in the holiday of Shavuot.